1 second. Just right side connected. Right. Okay. So hope audio is clear. Once again, just please confirm. If audio is clear, I'll proceed.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
we did
sir.
not. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay
Sir.
then. So we were discussing about the previous program, and if you want to get a job, okay, so what could be the question that may be asked on this topic? Okay, so that I'll clarify today, so that you will get an idea how to improve your programming skills. Okay, right. Done. Okay. Right. So this program we discussed in the last class. Program to swap two numbers. Program to swap two numbers. Okay. So quickly, first I'll write the code. Okay. So then after I'll try to improve the code. Okay. So always try to write efficient code. Okay. So that makes you different from other students. Okay. So let me write the main function into main. This is what we written there. Okay. So then we declare two variables into a comma b and temp. Okay. So these three variables we declared, then we asked the user to enter two numbers. Yes or no? Okay. So enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. New line, then close double quotes, close the parenthesis, end with a semicolon. Okay. So how to read? Using scanf function. Okay. So two numbers we are reading now, two format specifiers we have to use here. Okay. So then address of where to store. The first number store in the address of A, and the second number store in the address of B. This is what we are informing the compiler. Once we have two numbers with us, then how we swapped the two numbers? By using these three statements. Okay. So temp is equals to A, temp is equals to A, then A equals to B, then B equals to temp. B equals to temp. Okay. So and we want to confirm original numbers, and after swapping whether they are interchanged or not. If you want to confirm before swapping, you print the original numbers. Okay. So just I am printing a message before swapping. Okay, so before swapping, A is equals to how much? Percentage D, and B is equals to how much? Say percentage D. Okay, so new line, then close the double quotes, comma, where from A, comma, B. We are printing the original values of A and B here. Okay, right? So then this is the code for swapping the two numbers. Then after swapping also we'll print, then we confirmed whether the numbers are interchanged or not. Okay, so this is the code we have written in previous class. Then here I print the two numbers as after swapping. Okay, so here I say after swapping, these are the two numbers. Okay, so then my task is over, then final statement should be return 0, then close the main function. Okay, so this is the code we have written. And what happens with the help of memory diagram, I try to explain, and how to improve the code I explain here. Okay, right. Now in this, what is happening here? What is happening here? Here, what we are doing is, system is bit slow. Yeah, this pen I want so that I can draw the diagrams. Yeah, I got the pen. Okay, right. Now in this code, what is happening for these three variables? Now this is the variable declaration statement. No, okay. So for these three variables, memory is allocated. Okay, so like this is the memory for A, this is the memory for B, and this is the memory for temp. This is the memory allocated for the variable temp. Okay, so like this, for these three variables, memory is allocated here. Okay, so then afterwards, whatever numbers you enter, say for example 10 you entered in A, and 20 you entered in B. Okay, so these three statements, they make the two numbers to interchange. That means 10 will come into B. That means B will contain a 10, and 20 will go into A. Okay, so A will now contain a 20. Now if you print after swapping, A is equals to 20, it prints, and B is equals to 10, it prints. Okay, so that means the two numbers are changed here. By using this third variable here, with the help of third variable, temp is equals to A, means A value will first we are storing in a temp. Okay, so this everything, explanation, everything is available in a previous video. Okay, right? Now when you go for a job interview, okay, so what type of question they may ask? If they want to really test your programming skills. Okay, so in such case, what they do is they ask you to write a program, okay, to swap two numbers without using third variable. Without using third variable. Here we are using third variable. Temp is the third variable. Okay, but here the question is without using third variable, you need to perform. Okay, so why without using third variable, sir, you can ask. Okay, so here that means in programming, when you want, always you should keep in mind to write an efficient program. Okay, so when a program is called efficient, efficient, okay, so that means if your program consumes less memory space and runs faster, then then that is called a efficient code. Remember, okay? So that means your program should consume less memory space. Memory is very costly. Okay, please remember. Okay, that means you should not declare more number of variables. If you declare more number of variables, what happens? For each variable, memory is allocated. That means your program is consuming more memory. Okay, so when you have a lot of variables and a lot of memory space consumed by your program, obviously it takes a lot of time for your program to execute. Okay, so your program should take less time for execution. Then that is called a efficient code. That is called a efficient code. Okay, so that's why here people ask you to test whether can you write without using this third variable, can you swap the two numbers? Can you swap the two numbers? Here what is happening? If you declare a third variable, that third variable temp is consuming some memory, yes or no? Okay, so that means some memory is getting wasted here. Okay, so without wasting this memory, can you swap the two numbers? That is what his intention. Okay, so in such case you should think differently. Please remember, friends, if you study routinely with all the students, okay, so then you cannot make a difference. If you think differently, then you will be a different person having efficient programming skills. Okay, so everyone will write this code. Okay, but how better you have written from others, that makes you different. Please remember. Okay, so people like in industry, they like students who write code different than others. Okay, so then there are more chances for getting placed in companies. Please remember this. Okay, can you hear me? Yes. Yeah, can you hear me? Is it okay, audio?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Just drop some message in the chat. Okay, okay then. Thank you, Nikita, others, Deepak, and others. Okay then. Okay, so hope you got my point. Okay, so you should write a code which is efficient. Okay, so if you write routine code, then you are not a different student with different programming skills. That's how they think. Okay, right now how we can improve this code so that this code uses only memory space for the two variables a and b. Okay, and without using this third variable, how we can do? Okay, so let me explain how we can perform mathematically first. Okay, then we can implement that same mathematical steps in a program. Okay, right now I have two numbers with me. Okay, so initially I have two numbers with me. With the help of a memory diagram, I'll try to explain. Okay, so I'm just ending this program here. Now I have two numbers. Okay, so assume we have only two numbers, and this is how the memory is allocated for these two numbers, a and b. Okay, right? So initially assume I have stored 10 in a and 20 in b. Okay, right? A is 10, b is 20. Now without using third variable, you need to swap. That means this temp is equal to a is equal to b is equal to temp. You should not use these three statements. Without using third variable, how we can swap the two numbers? How we can swap the two numbers? Okay, so that you should think. Okay, so that means by using some mathematical operations, can we swap the two numbers? You should think. Okay, so Shravani is very good. Okay, now you can just see here. So you can do some addition subtraction operations like this. If you say a is equals to a plus b, what happens here? Okay, so first right hand side operation is performed if you write a statement like this. Okay, so a is equal to a plus b. If you write first right hand side operation is performed. A value is 10, b value is 20. Okay, so that means 10 plus 20. What is the result here? 30 is the result, and that 30 will be stored back in a. Okay, so right to left assignment will be performed here. Okay, so that means this 30 should go into a. this 30 should go into A. So now A contains now 30. A contains now 30. Okay. So then now you see here 30 minus 20. If you perform, you will get 10, which is the first number. Okay. See, previously A was 10 and B was a 20. Yes or no? B was a 20. Okay. Now this 10 should come into B. Now you have 30 and you have 20. If you say 30 minus 20, you will get 10. That 10 again, if you store in B, now you interchange the value of A into B. Okay. So now 30 minus 20 means where is 30 in A? Okay. So that means A minus B you need to perform. A minus B you need to perform. Okay. So 30 minus 20 result you will get as 10. This 10 you should store in B. So then you have to write a statement like this. B is equal to A minus B here. B is equal to A minus B means 30 minus 20 will be performed and the result is 10. The 10 will be stored in a B. Now B contains a 10. Now see here, B contains now 10. Okay. Now you have 30 and you have 10. Now if you subtract again these two, 30 minus 10, you will get 20. That 20, if you store in A, that means B value you moved into A. Okay. So how you can perform 30 minus 10 here? Again, A minus B. Again, you can say A minus B. Okay. So A minus B this time it is 30 minus 10 here. Then the result is 20 you will get. And this 20 you have to store back in A. So that's why here you have to say A equals to. You have to say A equals to. Okay. So if you say A is equal to, right. Ritvik and Ritvika and Naga Harsha, everyone, right. Correct. Okay, so if you say A is equal to A minus B, 30 minus 10, 20, that 20 again I'm storing back in A. That means now A contains 20 now. A contains 20 now. Now see here, without using third variable, we interchanged A and B values. Now A contains 20, B contains 10. Now if you print after swapping A and B values, it prints 20 and 10. Okay, so this is how you can interchange or swap the two numbers without using third variable. So here what you did, you saved memory for the third variable. Yes or no? Okay, so that means your program is consuming less memory space. Only the required memory space it is consuming. Unnecessary extra memory space it is not using. That's why your program runs faster, and this is called efficient code. This is called efficient code. Okay, right? Now the same operations you should implement in the program. Okay. So directly what I do is I write the code in online compiler and directly we'll execute. We'll check out whether it uh, works correctly or not. We will check out. Okay. Right. So open your browser. Okay. So go to Google. Yeah, please wait. Net is bit slow at my end. I have one chat message. Very good. Okay. So without third variable means you should again remember these three statements. Yeah, Chrome is faster. Huh? Okay. So we'll see. No problem. I don't have Chrome, Mozilla and Edge, Microsoft Edge I have. Okay. So no problem. Otherwise I'll open in another tab. So online C compiler. Yeah, Edge is very slow. Okay, so I'll go with Firefox. See, whatever I shown with the help of diagrams, all these things happens when you write these statements behind the scenes. Okay, so that's why whenever you write a statement and when that statement is executed, what happens behind the scenes, that you should understand. Okay, so you should be in a position to tell what happens when the statement is executed, what the computer performs inside the memory, how the values are changing. Okay, so all these you should be uh, in a position to explain to the interviewer. Okay, right? Wait. So what is happening here? It's not connecting. Yeah, net is available. Why there is some problem with the net? Yeah, I'll write the code in a notepad. Okay, so start writing along with me. Start writing along with me. First, what is the first statement? Comment. Okay, so program to swap two numbers. Program to swap two numbers without using third variable. Without using third variable. Okay, so again I'm writing from the scratch. Okay, because you should know how to start your program. Okay, so I am just not copying a previous code. Okay, so again from the beginning I am writing so that you will understand from which line onwards you should start your program, and once again you will get some hands-on experience. Okay, right. So next statement is include the header file. Okay, so this include should be in lowercase. Please remember stdio.h. Okay, so then next main enter main. Okay, so then next is we need to store two numbers. Okay, so that's why declare two variables into a comma b. Okay, so now ask the user to enter two numbers. Okay, so enter two numbers. You give a message to the user to enter two numbers. Okay, so user enters two numbers from the keyboard. Okay, so how to read from keyboard? How to read? By using scanf function. So you have to use scanf function here. Scanf. So who reads? These format specifier reads those numbers. So percentage D, percentage D. You have to give two percentage D format specifiers here. Okay, so first percentage D reads the first number. Where to store? In the address of A. And second percentage D reads the second number. Where to store? In the address of B. You have to specify the variable addresses by using ampersand symbol. Now the two numbers are with you. Okay, so before swapping, we'll print the values. Okay, so that you can confirm once your program is executed before swapping what are the values, and after swapping what are the values. Then you can cross check whether the numbers are interchanged or not. Okay, so I'm just printing a message here before swapping. Okay, so A is equals to percentage D, then say B is equals to percentage D. Okay, so add a new line, then comma, where from these percentage should print from A comma from B. It should print from the variables A and B. Okay, now we'll swap the two numbers. Okay, so how you can write the statements? First statement is A is equals to A plus B. A is equals to A plus B. Okay, right. Then next B is equals to A minus B. Again, you should remember these three statements. without using third variable means immediately you should get into mind these three statements. A is equal to A plus B, B is equal to A minus B, then A is equals to A minus B. A is equals to A minus B. Okay. So after swapping, again we'll print the three numbers. Say printf, then right here after swapping, okay. So after swapping, then I'm printing a value. Okay, so a is equals to percentage d, then b is equals to percentage d, then say new line double quotes close comma, where from a comma b it should print close. Okay, so then finally say return 0, close the main function. That's it. Okay, so let us, yes, I have a minus b is equal to a. No. Only left hand side you should have only the variable. I said in programming, yeah, who is this? G Shravanti. You should not write like this. A minus b is equal to a, or okay. So left hand side you should have only variable. Okay, so computer what it will do? It calculates right hand side values first, then that value will be assigned to left hand side variable, stored in left hand side variable. Okay, so if you write a minus b is equal to a, then that is wrong. That is wrong. Not left to right, right to left. Okay, it is always right to left. Please remember, right to left assignment will be done by the computer. Okay, so we should write statements accordingly. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So let us just check out. This is the code. Let us run this code. Whether your Google is ready. Google is ready. No, it is not connecting. Let me just check. Otherwise, I'll open code blocks. Okay, so there I can show the execution. Okay, so you have a software which you can install in your system to run your C programs. That is code blocks. Okay, so you can download this code blocks software and you can install. And if you don't have internet, then also you can execute. This is offline mode of executing the programs. Okay, so this is open the new file here. Go to file, then say new. Okay, so then say empty file. Empty file here. Okay, so let me copy paste the code from this notepad. I can paste here. Okay, so let me save the code. Okay, so on the desktop, I'll just something like 11.c. I'll save it as. Okay, now this is your code. This is your code copied into a software called as a code blocks. Okay, so to run this, see here, same green button is available here. Okay, same green button is available. To run this code, you click on this run. So first you need to build this code. Yes, you click. Okay, so then now it is asking, see here, enter two numbers. Okay, so I enter two numbers, 10 and 20. Now see, before swapping, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. After swapping, A is equal to 20, B is equal to 10, it has printed. Yes. Okay, so initially to start with, you can use code blocks, Dev, C++, everything. You can there are so many IDs available. Okay, you can use, and this is very simple one. Code blocks is very simple one, and even without code blocks, if you have good internet connectivity, okay, so you can execute in a online mode. Okay, so as I said, but here my browser is unable to load Google. I do not know why. Okay, because right, is it clear, students? Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, right. Okay. So two ways of swapping the two numbers. We discussed two ways. Okay, one is with using a third variable, without using a third variable. Okay, and people appreciate if you write the second program in interview. If you are asked to swap two numbers program, and if you write this third second uh, variation or second variant program, okay, so then definitely they appreciate you,
Sir,
and
voice.
more chances for getting placed in such a companies. Okay, right. Right. So shall we stop here? And still any newcomers? If there are any new students joined today, or okay, so I uploaded previous class videos in the YouTube. I do not know whether you have watched them or not.
Use of
Okay.
scanf
So if you
function.
subscribe and click on the bell icon, you will get all such notification. Whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification. Okay. No need to go to YouTube again every time search the new video. Okay. So that is the advantage if you subscribe and click on the bell icon. Okay. If there are any new students in this class, okay, so please go to my YouTube channel, Dr. E. Raju. If you type in YouTube, you will get my YouTube channel. Let me show whether it opens that or not. YouTube. I think this is also not problem loading page. Since okay, right. So I will just what is the use of scanf function? Okay, who is this Jashwant? Okay, so scanf is to read input from the keyboard. Whenever you want to enter input from the keyboard, there are two ways of giving values to variables in the program. Okay, so one is directly you can assign like this: a is equals to 10, a is equals to 10, you can assign, and b is equals to 20. Like this you can assign, but always a contains 10 and b contains 20 if you assign like this. Okay, so your program always contains a value as 10, b value as 20. Okay, but if you ask the user to enter two numbers from the keyboard, okay, and if you read through keyboard, you can enter different numbers. Every time you run your code, you can enter different numbers, and you can test with different numbers. Okay, so whenever you want to read input from the keyboard, we use scanf function. Okay, right, right. Okay, so yes, someone has given my YouTube channel name in the chat box. Okay, so thank you for that. Dr. E. Raju. Okay, so if you type yes, yes, yes. Okay, so do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. You will get all notifications. Okay, whenever I upload new video, you will get the notification. Thank you, one and all. We'll stop. Okay, so whenever you are watching a video, if you like the video, please click on the like button. Okay, so like the video, and if you want to share with your friends, you can also share your with your friends the link of the video. Okay, so thank you one and all. We'll stop here. Thank you.